5 million millennia ago, the entire universe was empty, save for one entity, him. These days, people refer to him as the Razgriz. The Razgriz was all that existed, all that there had been, all there ever was. After existing this way for an eternity, he found himself lonely. So he created two more entities, her and they. You've met her. She goes by the name of Phaleg these days, or she may have introduced herself as Mother. They, on the other hand, do not mingle in godly or mortal affairs much, so I am not sure a name is something they ever adopted, though I believe I have heard Mother refer to them as Aldhard in passing before. That was existence, these three. No stars to light the heavens, no worlds to call their own. They danced through endless nothingness. The Razgriz, a god of silence, whose voice could still the night, held in his hands the power to cloak all things in quiet. Phaleg, god of shadows, who painted darkness deep. She wove the fabric of the void where all creation slept, waiting for its time. And Aldhard, the god of memory, who held the past in place, with eyes that saw eternity and every fleeting moment. But through the birth of these two, something else had been created. From the quiet moments of their shared existence, in the deep, endless void, a change began to stir. For in the laughter and the rare, tender smiles, something new took shape, a shadow within their light. This shadow was not born from malice or ill will, but from the balance that the void demanded. For every joy they created, every bond they forged, needed its mirror, its opposite, a weight to their lightness. And so the fourth was born, a god of entropy and decay. Not evil, not good, but a force of unmaking, a quiet hunger that gnawed at the edges of existence, consuming the joy, the light, and the silence. This fourth god would come to be known as the Profound Darkness. As the profound darkness encroached on this small existence the Razgriz had come to hold dear, Phaleg was busy filling the universe with marvels. From her brush of creation, she brought about the original 12 gods, gods of life, of death, of love and hate. They created the stars, the planets, the planes. These were their playgrounds, filling the universe with memory, and eventually, us. Some of those gods are still here to this day. Some of them have come and gone. But the true gods of our existence, all from her. As the gods played, the Razgriz and the Profound Darkness became locked in a never-ending war of attrition. Despite being the god of all things, the Razgriz found himself unable to best the Profound Darkness. They were equal in power. Not born of the Razgriz, more a byproduct of existence itself, the Profound Darkness was the one entity in all of reality that could rival him. Tired, worn down, and losing, the Razgriz found his answer in the most unlikely of places. His simple act of creating two friends had resulted in a chain reaction of creation that led to tiny creatures the gods were referring to as mortals. During this time, I'm told mortals were very simple creatures, not like you and I, more animalistic in nature, but still with the capacity for memory. These mortal-made memories resulted in a power the Razgriz had never seen before. He calls it memoria, a mystical energy derived from the essence of memories, growing stronger with the depth and richness of one's past. The more experiences a creature has lived through, the more potent their memoria becomes, fueling powerful magic. The Razgriz came to the conclusion that by using this unique source of power, he could finally defeat the Profound Darkness once and for all. The only problem, in order to collect the memoria, the mortal's life is forfeit. The gods who had created these mortal creatures, unwilling to contest the true god of all things, stood aside and let the Razgriz wipe out all of creation in order to collect enough memoria to defeat the Profound Darkness. However, he failed. Even with this new power, the Razgriz was unable to completely eradicate the darkness. However, what he discovered instead is that by using enough Memoria, he could entrap the profound darkness for great amounts of time, essentially resetting the darkness's progress of its never-ending march across creation and driving it back to a single point. But to continue this process, the Razgriz would need to use Memoria over and over and over again. When the Razgriz reaps the planets and planes for Memoria, a vessel or battery to hold that power is created until he is ready to use it. He calls these batteries Akashic Records, black boxes no bigger than your fist that holds entire histories, memories, lives inside of it, ready to be used to encase entropy manifest. And here you see the cycle we now find ourselves in. The gods spread creation throughout the universe. The profound darkness breaks its hold every 4 millennia. The Razgriz harvest the gods' creations to create Akashic records. The profound darkness is ensnared, and the cycle repeats. However, something has gone awry during this latest harvest. On the 1000th harvest in history, which is numerically curious in its own right, when the gods just happened to finally create mortals in their own image, the Akashic record born of this planet, from the mortals who roamed this rock before us, has just happened to go missing. Never before in history has an Akashic record disappeared. After all, the Razgriz is an omnipotent being. Why should he not be able to find the Akashic record at will? This is the problem he and the gods now face. It's been 30 years since the harvest, and the Akashic records from the other 4 mortal faring planets have been collected. However, all 5 Akashic records are required, so if the record from this planet is not found soon, the profound darkness will wreak utter havoc and destruction across time and space.